Today's project is a project that I've only made once before, but a friend of mine found it and she asked me to do a video of it. So I am going to endeavor to recreate it for you. I'm not going to be making it exactly the way I did before, but I think the way I'm going to do it today might actually be easier than how I had created the first time. We're going to be using crystal, light blue and dark blue 4mm faceted beads, and I've numbered them 1, 2, and 3 so that if you choose to use other beads or other colors, you will be able to follow along with your other colors. What you need is for number 1, which is the crystal, 168 beads. For number 3, which will be the light blue, you'll need 18 beads, and number 2, which is the dark blue, you'll need 60 beads. Alright, first thing we want to do is we want to add our start bead, and that will be a number 1, and let it drop down. And then we will add 2 more number 1s. And then we will cross with a number 1. I think that might not be, let's see. Nope, we want to cross with a number 2. Alright. So the start bead and the 2 side beads are number 1s, but we're going to cross with a number 2. And this is the 2 needle right angle weave. There's our first set of beads. Now we're going to add 2 number 1s and cross with a number 2. Number 1s, cross with the number 2, and we'll continue this same process. And one plus to this pattern is because the beads on either side and the center are all the same. You don't need to worry about the strings getting mixed up. You just keep beading. Now we want to have 10 of the dark blues, so we're at 2, 4, 6. Alright, so we should now have 10 of the number 2 bead. So So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Good. So now we will add 2 number 1s and cross with the number 1. And then we will do another 10 where we cross with the number 2 bead. Right, I believe this is number 10. Let's check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes. So now we will do 2 number 1s and we will cross with the number 1. And now we will do a third set of 10 crossing with the number 2 bead. This should be number 10. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes. All right. Now we're going to take one string, doesn't matter which one. Put one number 1 bead on it. Then we're going to take the other end. Now you want to make sure to go in it from the correct direction. You want it to be on the same side. So you're going to go this way. Then you're going to take both of your strings. And you're going to take another number 1. And you are going to cross it. And there your piece is connected like this. Alright, now this is where it gets a little tricky. You're going to want to take the 2 blues so that you have a section of the blues like this, and you're going to put, making sure your section is on this side, this string you're going to add a number 1, and then this string you're going to add a number 3 like that. And then making sure that you're going, so you have your blue here and a white here, you want to go through this bead here, you're going to cross it with both your strings. Make sure to go from the correct sides. And there you have it. Oh, I should have had you tie here. Sorry about that. So what we wanted to do is, we're coming out of here, we should have added the blue to the string on this side, then gone through this bead, and then we would cross this white one. Alright, so there we have it. So we were crossing this one, so you would take the string on this side, you'd add your number 3, go through this one, and then you'd cross a number 1. Now we're going to zip up this side. We're going to go through 1 bead on each side using the correct string. Alright, there you have it. Alright, now we're going to add a number 1. Alright, and bring it down. And then we're going to again go through 1 bead. Oh wait, you know what? I think that one actually, let's see. Nope, that one's a number 1. Good. Okay, then a bead on each side. And then this one is going to be a number 3. Bring it down, and then go through a bead on each side. And then we'll cross the number 1. Bring it down and go through a bead on each side. will cross this one here. And then we'll turn up and we'll go through a bead on each side. And we will cross this one here. And now we will begin the process of zipping up the other side. So we'll go through a bead on each side. We will add a number 1, which we will cross. And then a bead on each side. Then we will cross a number 3. Cross a number 1. Cross a number 1. Right, and this time we're going to cross a number 3. Now we're going to do the center, so we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take either string, doesn't matter, and we are going to add a number 3, and then we're going to cross a number 3, and then as we're on this side, where your cross one is, you want to take that side and you want to fold it so your two blues are together. And then you're going to take your string, making sure to get the correct one for each side. And you want to go through the white one that's just before this blue. And same on the other one, the white one that's just before the first blue. And you can see that's in place. So now we're going to add a white bead and cross it. I mean a number 1 bead, sorry. And then go through one on each side. about that. Alright, did it go through? Yes, gone through the beads on each side. Now we're going to cross with a number 3. Oh wait, no. Another number 1 first. So number 1 there. And we'll go through the next 2 side beads. And now we will cross with a number 3. And we'll cross with a number 1. And then we will cross this top one here. And then turn up. Go through each side bead. And then cross this one here. And now we'll zip up this side. Cross with the number 1. And we're going to cross with the number 3. And number 1. Another number 1. And now we'll cross with the number 3. Now you want to take this string that's on the same side as the light blue that is already there, this string here, and you want to go through the light blue bead that's right here. And then you will take both of your strings and you will cross with a number 3. And there you have your 3 center ones, just like on the other side. And you will go through first 2 side beads, and cross with a number 1, oh, and I didn't mention I am using 6 feet of string, and it looks like we will be able to finish the first 3 arms of our star with 6 feet of string if using the 4mm plastic faceted beads. Now we're going to cross with a number 3. Number 1. We'll cross this top one here. And then flip it and go through both sides. And cross this one here. And then we're ready to zip up our last arm. Cross a number 1. Now we're going to cross number 3. Cross to number 1. And our last bead for this part is a number 1. Then we will go through this bead here. Either side you can do it on, but go through one bead and go through the blue one, and then go through this white one. And then we're going to tie it off here single and then a double where you go over twice, bring it down, and we're going to slip it inside this bead. Pull it in, tighten it up, and then you'll want to thread back up this way about 2 cross beads. There's 1 cross bead. Go up 1 more. Now if you use crystal or have a bead that has small holes that this knot will not go inside of, then I recommend that you continue beading back through to maybe over here a little ways, and that will secure your string so that it will not come undone. But if you are able to hide your knot inside the bead, then I recommend you do that and just go back 2 cross beads, and that will secure your string and keep the knot from coming undone. And then you clip off your excess, and you have the first 3 arms of your snowflake. And we will continue and finish up in the next video.